going to make sparkle bars. These are great for gifts and things like that, especially for Christmas. We're going to jump right in and show you how to make them. So I scented this with sea salt and lotus from Nature's Garden, and Aqua Spa from Maple Street Candle. And we're going to use some mermaid trails from Mad Micas for a little bit of glitter, and the Sparkle Me Plenty fairy dust. We're just going to use about, I think I'm going to try to do like 2 bars of each glitter style. So I have like a gold glitter, I have an iridescent glitter, and I have this beautiful aqua colored glitter. So this first one is just going to be the iridescent glitter. So we're just measuring about 8 ounces of melt and pour soap base that I picked up at Hobby Lobby, and we're going to pop it in the microwave at 15-second intervals until it's all melted. This needs to go a little bit more. See how there's some clumps? So I popped it in the microwave for 15 more seconds, and now it's nice and melted. At this point, we are ready to add in our fragrance oil. So I'm going to do 2 grams of the Aqua Spa and 2 grams of the sea salt and lotus fragrance oil. And then we're just going to mix this in very well so that it's incorporated into the soap bar. And I'm covering up my mold with some wax paper so that when I do my glitters, it won't get into the bottom of the other cavities. And I'm filling this up to just about all the way full with the melted soap base. Right after it's all heated up and mixed up with the fragrance oil. And then we're going to start adding our glitter. So I'm just pinching a little bit of glitter and sprinkling it evenly over the top of the melt and pour. Now you do want to do this pretty quickly because the melt and pour gets like a skin on top of it. And then if it gets too cooled, the glitter won't stick. So make sure you're moving pretty quick. I sprayed a little bit of the Sparkle Me Plenty to cover up some of the areas of the white bar that didn't get the more chunky mermaid trails. So you can see how it all plays together there. I'm going to use almond fragrance oil here from Nature's Garden. And we're mixing this into some pre-melted soap base. Another 8 ounces. And then I also added, I did a nice blend of honey bunny from Nature's Garden as well, mixed in with the almond. It smells so amazing, really luxurious but sweet, and really great for anybody. And this is just mixed in really well into our melted soap base. And I've moved my wax paper, as you can see here, so that we cover up the other cavities. I'm going to use a little bit of gold mica for this one. And we're going to pour in our melted soap base and fill it up just like we did the other ones. I did check the cavities to make sure there wasn't a lot of glitter overspray from our last bars. And I actually had enough soap base to make a 3rd bar with this one. So we're going to go ahead and move the wax paper so it just covers up that last cavity and fill up the 3rd bar. And I'm spraying it with alcohol so we can pop all the bubbles and get a nice flat surface. And now we're just going to go ahead and start with the mica. And this is a thinner mica, so it did take a lot of sprays to get this coverage nice and rich. But, you know, it was worth it. Just take your time, be patient. It does not have to be like super even or anything like that. Like the glitter has so much shimmer and shine to it, like it's going to cover up any light areas that you have. And then we're just going to go in with a more, the chunkier glitter. And I believe I purchased the chunkier glitter from Hobby Lobby in the soap making section. And as you can see, when you layer these 2 golds together, you get a nice even coverage, but even some great tones to it, a warm gold tone. And so I really want to go, you know, cover it so that it's all like solid gold. Now I popped it in the fridge for like 5 minutes, you guys. Like, it doesn't take long. Just to get it hardened enough to remove. And look at this. Look at how beautiful that is. I just love it. I love the clean white sides that really accentuate the glitter on top. And this is great for those who like a white bar of soap, like that are not crazy about a lot of color. This is a way to add some fun color to your bars of soap, even glitter, and still have a simplistic, clean white bar. And the glitter just rinses right off, you guys. As soon as it's in the shower, you run it under the water, the glitter rinses off, so you're not worrying about covering your body with glitter. You'll just get a little light shimmer left on your skin to give it that glow that you want, but it is not, you're not covered in it at the end of your shower. And it's just fun. Like I said, it's great for gifts and things like that. So I definitely suggest trying this. This is super fun, and I'm going to do it for Christmas. Ooh, maybe even Valentine's Day. This could be really fun. So now I'm going to bevel the edges on the gold bar. So I'm trying to be really careful because I don't want to drag the gold through the white. Like, I love the clean edges. So we're going to try to clean up maybe some of the unfinished edges as it comes out of the mold with this beveler. This beveler is from Lilu Soap Tools. Stainless steel. It's going to last forever. It's great. Be careful when you use it. It is sharp, but it gives you a clean bevel. And so I'm just looking at it here and cleaning up the edges. It's doing a great job. It's removing the extra unfinished edge, but really cleaning it up. And so, it's, I don't know, like, I like it, but then I also like the full coverage too. So that looks great. Like, I'm happy with that. I really do like it, but I don't know, something about that unfinished edge too that looks really cool. So I'm back and forth about this. Let me know in the comments what you think. I also tried a similar look with this like aqua colored bar soap. So I just want to show you how you can use other glitters with the same technique. I should have waited a little bit before I put the glitter on because it did kind of seep through to the bottom of this bar, but look how pretty that unmolds. Look at that glittery coverage. Also, what I did notice is that I did not cover it with a solid shimmery mica first before going on with the glitter. So you can see the white soap through this glitter, and it's pretty, but I think I'm going to try it again and cover it with a little blue and then go on with the chunky glitter. I want to show you now how to do the label that I did on the top. So I'm in Canva. I have a blank canvas. We are going to add in some type. I want to call this my sparkle soap. So we're just going to type in sparkle, and we're going to scale it up. I want this sticker to be easy to weed, and since it's such a small bar, I want the font to be large, and I want it to be readable over the glitter. So I want to match the feel of the elegance and the glam of the glitter bar, the sparkle bar. So I'm looking for a font that has some, it's a feminine bar. So I want it to be a feminine font. I'm thinking cursive, handwritten, put something maybe, I like this, but something a little bit neater, more easy to read. But I like the vibe, like we're getting close to what I'm looking for here. But this one's nice, but I feel like it's too formal. I want it to be playful. This one's more playful, but it's not giving me my glam. I want glam and playful at the same time, if you know what I mean. I love this font. This is one I use a lot. So we're going to go ahead and go with Brittany. Brittany font gives me playful, gives me glam. It's amazing how much a font can speak to your customer and communicate the quality of product that you want to offer to them. So I really like this. I'm just positioning it like how I want to see it on the bar. And then I want to add soap. I want it to be clear. This is a bar of soap. and that's important. So I'm going to add this to the front of the label. I'm just going to add in some subheading here, and we're going to change the font to something that's clean. Like I want a nice contrast from the, handwritten elegant style. I want a clean and easy to read font for the soap text. So, they have these nice categories with handwritten, corporate, categories for your fonts so that you can easily browse the fonts here in Canva and find something that's perfect. So this one's almost really, really good. I spread out the type a little bit so that we can have a little space between the letters, because I like the look of that in contrast to the cursive. And I'm almost in love with this font, but not quite in love with the font. I'm looking for, I don't know, maybe like a little sharper edge. Yes, this is close too. And but this is perfect. Look at this. So I like this font, but I'm going to go bolder because I am going to Cricut this font out, and I need enough surface area to work with the vinyl. So if the type is too thin, it's going to be too difficult to work with. But this nice bolder font will make it easier for me to work with when I Cricut out the vinyl for the front label of this bar. I'm going to stretch out the space between the letters. I'm feeling like I like this. Let's go ahead and download this image. I'm going to download it as an SVG because I'm going to import it into my Cricut design space with a transparent background. We're going to go ahead and download that and then just save it to your working folder. And then from here, what we're going to do is we're going to go now into the Cricut design space. So we were in Canva, now we're in Cricut, and we're going to upload the image that we just created in Canva into this design space. I've already done this, but I just want to show you the process of how I bring an image out of Canva into Cricut to use for my labels. Now that we've imported it, we're going to use it as a cut image and add it to our canvas. It's already sized the right size, but also, like when you're working with other images, you might want to just double check the size, make sure the size is correct, because it doesn't always keep the sizing. I'm changing the color to white just so I can get a feel for what it might look like on the bar. And you can change the background of your canvas so you can get contrast and actually see the color of your artwork if you're going to create it as white, because I'm going to use white vinyl and I like the idea of it being white. Now we're just going to save this project. We're going to just call it Sparkles Soap Label or something like that. And that way, whenever you're going to create more Sparkle soap bars, you can easily go back into your library of projects and pull this up and print them out as you need them. So I'm just doing one, but you could do multiple at a time. I'm just going to do like a couple so you can see what it looks like. Okay, so I used premium vinyl for this project. So we're going to select premium vinyl for our materials. Just search for vinyl and it will pop up your options, and we can select that premium vinyl right there. And then I just loaded my Oracal glossy vinyl to the mat. And I ended up doing 3 Sparkle soap labels. So I got enough. It goes all the way across to 12 inches wide and about 2 inches high to cover that, the area that I need for those labels. And then I added a little bit of masking tape to hold it in place, and we mounted on the Cricut mat and insert it into the Cricut to cut. And this is the magic. Like, this is the part where I just love this. Like, I don't know, labeling might be my favorite part of soap making. But as you can see, it cut through the vinyl beautifully here. And at this point, we're just gonna start weeding. So I'm beginning by taking off the negative space, the background, the part that is not the lettering that we need. And I'm carefully removing the background, you can see here, because I do have some small fonts and I don't want to lift up like the A or the P or something in the soap and then miss it, and then it gets all stuck to the background because I didn't hold it down as I lifted the background. So just make sure you go slow enough to where you're not removing any of the letters that you actually need for your label. And then after that, what you're going to do is kind of get rid of all of the insides of the letters. So start off with the background. As you can see here, some of my letters were lifting up. And then now you can see that I'm going through and I'm lifting out the insides of the letters. So outside, inside, that works good for me. I'm using my weeding tools. These are my Cricut weeding tools, but you can get them pretty much anywhere. They have them at all the craft stores and online on Amazon. And see what I mean about how tiny the details of these fonts are. So, you know, like if you want to make this easier for yourself, just go ahead and pick a nice big bold font. I really love the look of this thin handwritten font, so I think to me it's worth it to take the effort. It's worth it to take the effort and extra time to weed the font to get that elegant, glamorous look that we're going for. So I'm just taking out all of the insides of the cursive font, and now I'm working on the teeny tiny parts of the soap font. And there it is after it's all weeded. So now I'm going to take a piece of transfer tape. This is Paper Studio's version from Hobby Lobby. And I've cut it, you know, kind of to the same size. And I laid it on top carefully. And now we're just kind of burnishing the transfer tape over the top of the vinyl so that we can lift the entire design and place it on the shrink wrapped bars of soap. So I do the front very carefully, and then I do the back, and I do that so that it adheres really good to the transfer tape. And so once again, we go slow. We're going to remove the transfer tape from the backing with the artwork attached. Look at that magic beginning. How exciting. Look at it. You can already see how pretty this is going to be on the bar. So I like the transfer tape because it's clear, we can see through it, and we can get our position on the bar like spot on. I'm not using any measuring or anything for this. I'm just eyeballing it, hovering over the top of it until it's perfect, and then let it rest on top. See if you love it. I do. And then at this point, you're ready to go ahead and kind of commit to the placement of this. So I use my little scraper or squeegee or whatever you want to call it, just to go ahead and burnish the vinyl onto the shrink wrapped bar of soap, making sure I pay attention to all the little details, anything that might lift up as I remove the transfer tape. And then we're ready to go ahead and work from one side to the other very carefully. So as you can see, I'm removing the transfer tape and then looking at each letter as I remove it away. Look at how cool this is. I'm trying to keep calm because I'm so excited about how this is looking. And look at that. This transferred beautifully. Oh my goodness. Here it is, you guys. The moment of truth. I love it. I love it. I love it. So let me show you also how it looks on the blue glitter. Okay, so I chose white because I thought I'd get the best contrast for the blue and the gold. So you can see we're using the same technique here. Just placing the transfer tape right on top of the shrink wrapped bar. And we're going to use our little squeegee scraper again to give it a little pressure. You can see I didn't have it all the way flat. So that's why I kind of lightly lay it on top so that if you need to make any adjustments, you can. And then you go and burnish the vinyl onto the shrink wrap with the scraper tool. And, you know, as I went through, this is the first time I've done this with these bars. This really transfers beautifully, so you don't need as much attention to each letter. I was able to pretty much transfer it with no problems, but each material is different, so that's why I just say take your time. Now, again, with the blue glitter, we're going to start. Now, see, look, on this one, it lifted a little bit, but I just pressed it back down, holding it down even as I remove the transfer tape so that it doesn't pop back up again. But look at this. Oh my goodness. I can't stand it. It's so cute. It's so like exciting. It's like ready for a party. It's ready for a gift. It's ready for a favor. It's gorgeous. Like, now, so I also have some gold vinyl that I had from another project, and I'm like, well, let's try the gold. Okay, so you can see I'm removing the backgrounds and weeding it, and then we're going to go ahead, and I just reused the same transfer tape I used for the other label, so that way you can save your transfer tape. It's still sticky and it still works, and we're positioning it like we did before, lightly, in case we need to make any adjustments. And now I'm just going to smooth it on with my finger, and we're going to use our scraper again for burnishing. This is a different material, so I'm going to go ahead and, you know, be detailed with it and burnish each letter. But I'm already excited because I'm loving the way it looks. This gold is like, it's still giving me that elegance, you know, and it's readable against the lighter glitter in the background. So we're going to go across all of the letters. Look at that. Transfers gorgeous. And now the magic happens again. Who's ready for it? I am. Okay, and we're going to pull back the transfer tape, making sure that the letters stay on. Okay, I saw that one was lifting up a little bit, so we just gave it a little bit more pressure. And it's done. Look at that. Yay. That is the Mermaid Trails Sparkle Soap Bar with gold vinyl for the label. That was so much fun. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. If you did, please remember to click like and subscribe so you can see more of our future videos. You can purchase these bars of soap at www.tiresessentials.com. Thank you so much for spending time with me. Have a great day.